that the funniest thing, I shouldn't say funny, what a peculiar thing happened. I acquired my transcripts, and although the people watching me on YouTube could see me pointing to my ears as I was trying to communicate with the court, and then eventually I got into the court told me that they were waiting for me, but in fact, the transcripts reflect that they could actually hear me because they're saying Mr. Dawson is trying to join. In that time, they sent my court reporter away. And according to them, it's so that they could save me money. But it still cost me over $500 to use their court reporter, and it took me some time to get them. The money is a smaller part of the issue. It's their tactics that are utterly despicable. But that's another thing, another story for another time, and we'll get to that as well. What's going on, Rick?
Hey, hey. Sorry, I was on a work call earlier,
Hey,
but
no
I'm here.
problem. Good, good, good. We're trying to get everybody to pop back in who was out on the because of my whatever my issues might have been before. I think we got it all settled now, and we'll get on to this thing about perseverance. Here they come. Was it perseverance, patience, and perseverance? Yeah, I forgot what it was called. All that bull crap I just went through. What's the name? What's it called? Perseverance and patience. Practicing perseverance and patience to overcome courtroom anxiety. What's good? What's going on, Brett? Good to see you hopping on here too. Yeah,
Doing well, man.
practicing patience and persistence to overcome courtroom anxiety. And welcome back, everybody. Uh, it was actually Dele's fault that I didn't do the last barber talk.
Day, what you do, bro?
You know I can hear you, right?
So I've just been taking it easy, and I wanted to get into this because Brett, you're here, and Rick, I don't think you've had any. Brett, I've seen your stuff. So people are getting knocked down, and Brett had mentioned to me about showing guys what you call it a path forward. It's for some reason when they get that rejection, people tend to want to quit, and I wanted to talk to them about the need to keep to push forward until the Supreme Court tells you no, you always have a path forward. It's just exercising the right kind of patience to go through. But Brett, do you want to go ahead? Because I don't want to take it from you because you're the one. Unlike some people who steal people's lines and rhymes, I'm not going to do that. But Brett, tell them what you're talking about, giving guys a path forward as far as them understanding this entire process as a self-represented litigant.
Yeah, I mean, what I've learned is, like you said, you got to keep pushing forward until the Supreme Court tells you no. These, for whatever reason, it's not going to be easy, no matter who you are and what you put on paper. That's been my experience. I think I've presented quite well documented motions with supporting case law to show that they needed to correct the things that have been done incorrectly in my case. Yet they're not making it easy. So I've already filed one appeal, and hopefully they'll take that one up. And I've had to file a second appeal, so that I'll be filing that initial brief coming up. So you just got to keep pushing forward. I'm not sure why I'm not getting what I think should be a quick response on an easy matter, but it is what it is.
Anybody else who's Daily, you're at the appellate stage as well. So just for the sake of posterity for the show, you want to give guys some of the and ladies who joined some of what you kind of run across too, because you and Brett are kind of on the similar places in you all's process.
Yeah. For me, I'm actually about to file two different appellant cases. I think for me, it was obvious that in one of the cases there was definitely mischaracterization of the issue. And I think And I think the thought process is that I'm just gonna let it go, and not move to the next step about it. So, but I definitely have it was interested in the hearing because it was like I don't know how you got to that point, but it's definitely one of those things where I looked up the standards of reviews, to see what could be filed for the appellant, what do you need to be able to prove or at least say this is the reason why I'm having an appeal. For example, like abuse of discretion and things like that, and some remedies for that. So I'm in the process of filing 2 different appeals because of that.
And also, I wanted to say this. I talked a little bit about Brett, and I've talked a little bit about to you, Rick. You haven't got to the appeals part yet, right? Either one of you, Rick. But Rick, Texas, you're not in the appellate process, and neither are you, Rick, Florida, right?
No.
That's correct. I'm not.
All right. So we want to make sure we distinguish between abuses of discretion and errors of law. Correct, Brett and David?
Correct.
Yes, and I think you like to use the word reversible here.
Yeah, reversible error. Yeah, especially if it's an abuse of if it's an error of law, then it's definitely in most cases I've seen to be reversible. So JC, you had a question?
Oh no, you was asking about who's been in the appeal process. I was just letting you know I got all 3 of mine in the appellate court. They even expedited them. I guess when there's a matter with a child, they expedited them. So I got a case number for all 3 and all. So I guess I'm kind of just waiting for them to respond to that. I mean, they made me. I let them know that I'm gonna file for my transcript. Like they kind of just break it down. Once you go online and get the packet, it literally tells you what to put in line 1, what to put in line 2, and they kind of just walk me through the process.